You can make money as a software engineer today with minimal experience. The more skilled that you become in the area of software engineering, the more that you'll get paid for your skill. In this video, I'll explain some of the methods that I have used to make money as a software engineer and some of the methods that I plan on using or that I've heard of being used in the field of software engineering. The first thing that you can do is you can freelance. Now, this isn't the most glamorous way of making a whole bunch of money, but this is how I started out in the field of software engineering with making a little bit of money on the side. I was literally making like $2, $3, $5 with projects, sometimes 20, sometimes 50. It really depends on the length of the project and the complexity of what they're asking me to do. Essentially, what I would do is I would go on a forum and there will be a bunch of people asking for a bunch of different tasks to be completed. And I would go and try and reach out to these people, and then I would quote them a price for how much it would cost them for me to actually complete that project for them. They would either agree or they wouldn't. And then if they agreed, they would pay me half. And then I'll go out and I'll complete the project. And once I've been able to show them that it's completed, they'll then pay me the other half. Now, the problem here is that I wasn't getting paid anywhere near as much as I felt I should have at the time because I was in competition with a whole bunch of other people who were doing the exact same thing. But the real value that you get here isn't necessarily the money. Of course, you can continue with freelancing and you probably can make a fair bit of money with freelancing if you can get out of the rat race of like all this low competition stuff and you kind of present yourself as more of a premium software engineer that can actually, complete harder tasks at a higher quality, like above all the rest pretty much. But the real value that you are getting here isn't necessarily the money, in my opinion. It's really the value of learning as you build out these projects and actually experiencing all these different problems. And as you go into all these different tasks and you overcome the problems and you learn from every single one. Now, the second way is with a job. Now, this is the most common way to earn money. This is essentially what I did is I freelanced initially, built a few projects and got a few projects under my belt. And then I was able to go out and I was able to start applying for these jobs as I had provable experience that I could do the job that they were asking me to do. Now, once you get a job, usually you get paid like either an hourly rate or you get paid like a yearly rate, depending on, the type of job that you apply for. But ultimately, it really all hinges on whether or not you have built these projects in the past and you have this provable experience that you can prove to the people that are hiring you that you can basically do what you say you can do. Now, you do get paid a bit more here, and it is a lot more stable as well. And this is where most people are completely happy with their life and they're actually completely happy with just having a job and earning money from software engineering. And that's completely okay. That's currently the position that I'm actually in as well. The third way is to sell your code. Now, when I was freelancing at the same time, I was trying to build out that was something that was really valuable to somebody else. And it was effectively a Minecraft server. And throughout my process of building out this Minecraft server, I was building it alongside somebody else who was supposed to be marketing for me. And what they noticed is I was able to actually build out this Minecraft server effectively exactly how we both wanted it to be built. But it was really lacking in the marketing department, so we weren't able to actually get any players on the server. But what ended up happening is that person wanted to purchase the code off of me. And they ended up paying me, I think it was around $3,000 for this entire Minecraft code base. And I basically sold it to him. And then he took it and went and did his own thing with it. So that's kind of like the third way that you can make money is you can build something that's valuable to somebody and then end up selling it if they can see the value in that thing. Now, the fourth way is by building a business. Now, building a business has a lot of steps involved in it, not necessarily just building a good product, but building a good product is one of the key aspects of creating a business, particularly a SaaS business, software as a service, where essentially you create, say, like a website, and then people come to you and they pay you like a monthly or a weekly subscription to be able to keep using the service that you offer, which is your code essentially. And then you can basically like leverage this code as you build it up over time and it gets better and better and better and better. More people want to pay for it and the customers will stay for longer as the code improves, ideally, because it's a much better code base. They're willing to keep paying you because it's really, really good. And so you make money from building this business. And of course, at the end of it, once you're done, you can end up selling this business and exit the business basically and sell it to somebody else. And that's another way you can make money. And the fifth and final way that I'm going to discuss today is you can teach other people how to code. After you've gained a bunch of experience in the field and you feel like you're really knowledgeable in a particular area, you can create videos on YouTube or you can create courses or you can do coaching and you can teach other people how, like your knowledge, how to get a job as a software engineer, for example, or how to get into software engineering and how you overcame the problems that you did overcome. You can't fake it here. You need to actually have done it because otherwise people won't pay you for the thing that you're trying to teach them because you aren't actually knowledgeable in that area. And people really realize when you're not being authentic. But if you have done the things you say you have done, and then you teach other people how to get there, you're really offering a valuable service at that point, and then people are willing to pay you for that. So these are 5 ways that you can make money as a software engineer. I hope this provides you with some insight into how to make money as a software engineer and why personally I believe software engineering is such a great field to get into, beyond the fact that it's really, really fun. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, don't do what you feel like doing, do what is required.